Welcome back to another Laga Matra lesson. I am going to start by talking about English. Here we go. A little bit of English stuff. Have you ever noticed the name Dan? When I say that, I say D-A-N, Dan. But what's interesting is when I say the word dander, I'm really not saying dander. I'm saying dander. Dander. Did you notice that? It's almost as if I take the N, which I have bolded here in red so you can see it. It's almost as if I take the N and then I chop it. So I'm not saying dander, I'm saying dander. So it's got like what I call a little bit of an N sound, or like kind of like a half N or a little bit of an N. Well, the nice thing is Punjabi has a vowel which solves the problem, so you don't have all sorts of rules about when to say N, okay, and when to say half an N. And in fact, Punjabi has a vowel or Laga Matra called Tippee, and Tippee is our next vowel. It looks like this. In fact, if you look at it, it looks like upside down half N, okay? There it is, a little bit of an N. And in fact, that's exactly what it does. It adds half of an N or a little bit of an N sound to anything. And in English, I'll use examples like punch, right? That's punch. I didn't say punch to exaggerate it. It's punch. Hung. I hung it upside down. Or how about band? Band. Okay? And hand. Hand is another example. The key thing to remember is Tippee is above your akkar, and it adds that little bit of a punchy half sound, N, right? Punch. Okay. How does one write Tippee? Well, because it's an upside down N, you literally start left to right and go around upside down. So here we go. We put our pen down, go around, and there's my little bit of an N, or my Tippee. There's Tippee. How does that work with Haahaa? Here we go. Haahaa mukta ha. Haahaa Tippee hung. Haahaa mukta ha. Haahaa Tippee hung. Okay, just a little bit of a but no g sound. Okay, hung. Here we go. Let's practice together. And this one, by the way, probably will take you a little bit of practice, but we're going to do it. Here we go. Haahaa Tippee hung. Haahaa Tippee hung. Haahaa Tippee hung. Haahaa Tippee hung. Okay, let's go to our trusty blackboard, whiteboard, and let's do some writing. So again, if you remember, I said at the bottom, this time I'm going to show again, Tippee. There's my Tippee, real easy to do. Okay, let's do it a little bit neater, up, around, and down. And now let's talk about it in the context of Haahaa itself. So let me do Haahaa. Here's my good friend Haahaa. Haahaa. There's Haahaa. I go around, and there's Haahaa. Now, in terms of positioning this one, what we're going to do is we are going to put it like here. Okay, it's going to be centered around about there, because there's the line for Haahaa. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Tippee, and I'm going to do my Tippee. There's Tippee. I didn't get quite right on the right-hand side, but as you can see, that's Tippee. Haahaa Tippee huh. And by the way, you're not going to put the dot in there. I just put that in so you could see it, right, in terms of there shouldn't be this dot here at all. Okay, let me do that again. I will pick yellow to start with, and I'll do a yellow Haahaa. There we go, yellow Haahaa. And we go down and around and Haahaa. There's my Haahaa. And now, again, it's going to be centered right here, right there. I'm not going to draw it this time. Let me grab green. And here is my Tippee. Huh. Okay. Isn't that pretty cool? So you're pretty much able to add a little bit of an N to almost any akkar, and you're going to see that later on. Let me do it in blue one more time, and then you know what's going to happen next. So here we go. I'm going to do this. Go back around to Haahaa. Haahaa Tippee. Haahaa. Let's do this color. Haahaa Tippee. Huh. Haahaa Tippee. Huh. Okay. I would like you to, needless to say, practice this. So let us go and practice this akkar at least 10 times with the Laga Matra Tippee. So do Haahaa with Tippee. and that will really help you in the event that you need help. Do ask your parents. It's quite possible they'll be able to help you with some of this stuff as well. But get the sound down, get the shape down, and of course, get the positioning down. For now, thank you so much for being here today. I look forward to seeing you again at the next lesson, and you have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care.